Hi everybody, it's Olivia the gymnast, and I just wanted to talk to you, well, basically do a makeup tutorial that I do often, every day actually, and yeah, so first I'm just going to talk to you guys about my skin. I am wearing something, by the way. Um, it's really dry, so I don't, I haven't really found a moisturizer that I like probably that does everything for my skin. But considering that I have eczema, for those that you don't know what that is, it's like a rash. Um, right there, I've been getting it, and I get it on the back of my knees. And lately, I've been getting it on my neck, like all like right in here. You can see that it's all like reddish, red, and that's from scratching, which is really hard to stop because, in the middle of the night, if I have like an allergy attack or something from the dogs, I start to itch and it gets really bad. So, to do that, I moisturize really well. And one cream that is the ultimate, that's thick, is the Eucerin cream. And this is the original and fragrance free. This was about $12 at the drugstore. You can get it at any store, Walmart, CVS. And this is really thick. I don't even think you can see. Sorry. It is really thick. Like, take that. I'll put it right here. And it's like really thick, and it takes a while to, it soaks into your skin, but it doesn't leave it greasy. So, yeah, that's a really good one. So now I'm just going to start off and finally do my routine. And I'm going to start off by using olive oil. This is extra virgin olive oil. And I'm just going to take some and dab it on my face. I'm just going to rub that in because this is so pure. It's going to really help with my sensitive skin to any, sort of um, product that I put on my face. And it'll sort of um, help stop that. It's sort of like a force field, if you think about it. Okay, so I'm just going to take my napkin. And I usually like to pat it, or sometimes I'll pat it dry because it's really greasy. But yeah. So next I'm going to be taking my Italian olive oil buttercream, body butter. I don't know if you guys, right there. And this stuff smells kind of perfumey, but it's a really nice smell. And I just put this on my face because the rest of my skin is too sensitive to put anywhere else. So it just looks like that. And it's kind of greenish. And what I like to do with this stuff is just apply it on my face because I can't put it on my neck. I don't put any other product on my neck except for the Eucerin cream because it's the only cream that's, like fragrance free that I have and that'll actually heal. The Eucerin cream sort of acts like an extra layer of skin. So, yeah, it's really helpful. So now, after that, one of the things that I use to almost act as a face primer is Bag Balm. And this stuff works perfectly. Um, I can use this anywhere on my body. I probably would not put this on my neck because I don't want it to be greasy and I don't want it to start itching. This stuff doesn't make you itchy, by the way, but this works just as well as Vaseline. I have Vaseline, but it's in a tube, and doesn't feel like Vaseline at all. So yeah. Now this stuff, Bag Balm, works basically just as a barrier. So whatever you put on, so once you put the Bag Balm on, and it kind of protects your skin from anything else that you put on your face, like foundation, face primer. So yeah, and I'm just gonna dot this, and you don't want to put a globs on, but don't be stingy because it's just it's not gonna kill you. Who cares? It's Bag Balm. Okay, now I'm just gonna take one of these, air dry my face for about 4 seconds, and then I'm gonna just dab that on just to get some of the excess oils, but ah, this is also keeping the oils in. Now, if you have dry skin like me, don't rub, like if you're using a towel and you get out of the shower and you're wet, don't rub, because that'll scrape off all of the oils that you need in your body. If you dab, that'll sort of pack it in. Yes, it'll pick up some, but it won't be like scooping it up. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless Face Primer. Just like that. And this comes out white. It's probably not the best face primer I've used. I have used the Smashbox one, but I ran out. So, yeah. I really like that one. It was nice. So, now that your face is all moisturized and you've got, um, your face primer on, I'm going to take probably the best concealer that I've ever used. It's so heavy duty. It is amazing. And by amazing, I mean like it conceals everything and you just need a little bit. So I'm just going to get up a little bit closer. And the concealer that I'm using is the Glamouflage Hard Candy Heavy Duty Concealer. And I am in light, and this stuff is pretty amazing. It comes out in a squeezy tube, which is obviously what it would, but I'm sorry. I'm going to turn this just like this so that you can see. I'm just going to conceal my dark under eye circles. As you can see, when I look down, it's like right there. This blemish. It's actually not a pimple. It's just a scar. I think I hit a tree branch or something. It just like stabbed in my face and it really hurt. So, I don't actually get pimples. Last year I only had like 2 pimples through the whole year, but yet I feel like my dry skin makes up for that. So I'm not sure. I really get pimples rarely. So I'm just gonna go like that, and I'm not even squeezing anything. I'm just using what's on the thing. Now I'm gonna squeeze out a little bit. Here. So that's all I'm gonna use, and I barely squeezed anything out. I'm just gonna pat this with my finger. I feel as though if you pat it, you get more of a full coverage rather than swiping, whatever you want to call it, because then I feel like I'm just moving the product around rather than actually letting it be like, I don't know how to explain it, letting it just soak in. I'm actually not going to be using a foundation because it's wintertime and it is so dry out. It's been drying the crap out of my skin. So, yeah. I'm just going to conceal and then I'm going to use a powder. Now, the powder that I'm going to be using is the All May Wake Up Makeup. It looks just like that. This is really good. It's very hydrating, and I don't know if you can tell, but my brush looks kind of wet. And it's not, it feels wet, but it's not. It's just the product. And I just tip it upside down. You'll see that I have some product on here. And do not spill this anywhere. You can see, I don't know if you can see the product. You can see it. There's a lot on there. This stuff is kind of, it's not exactly medium coverage, it's sheer coverage, but it's really hydrating. It feels really nice. I just like made my brush that. So I like to start on my forehead. I'm just buffing this in my skin. And this powder sort of gives me a tint to it. It's not dark, but it's like a tint, a fair tint. I don't know if you can tell, but it looks darker from what I'm looking at. So I'm just gonna take some, and I like to do sections of my face because I feel like I can concentrate better, and I don't have to, you know, buff it all in and stuff. So I don't really like to go over my blemish a lot because the brush kind of picks up the concealer, which is kind of annoying. So I'll do my best. I go very lightly. Maybe just bring it down to my neck, a little bit on my ear, so you can see it more. And this stuff sort of gives me a matte, not matte, but it gives me a nice finish, which I like. So it's sort of a dewy matte finish. I don't know how to explain it. Now this side of my cheek. And I do not get right here in this area because I get flakiness the most there, which absolutely sucks. I'm really sorry about the lighting. It's really bad. I don't know why. So I don't know if you can see or not, but that gave me some coverage, but it's not exactly the best. So putting the cover on because I always forget. And my last powder that I will be using is the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil hydrating one, obviously. I can't find the cap, but looks like that. And I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Kabuki brush. Where is it? Right there. I would have used the powder brush, but it's kind of hard to, it's really good with buffing in, but I want like a light application because I don't want anything too heavy. So I'm just going to take this and swirl it around. And I'm just gonna buff it into my skin. I'm gonna just start with my forehead. And this